Justin Rattinger. Veronica Mantley. Ann McDonough. Courtney Sullivan. Amy Hand.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Hayley BU. Baccalaureate candidate who has been chosen by the undergraduate students to speak, and I hear it's terrific.
I would just like to start by acknowledging a couple of things. First, as you all know and will never forget, we had a flood this past September. Many members of the class of 2012 were impacted by this, and those of us who did not suffer directly volunteered and stepped up to helping our community. We united in such a way that we were even presented with an award. We should all be very proud of ourselves and reflect on the special way that everyone came together in our community's time of need. Also, in the past few years, particularly the last few weeks, some of our classmates have experienced family loss and illness. Yet, many of you are here today and are finding strength to get through this last bit of school. Although these close relatives you've lost cannot be here with us today, our thoughts are with you as you finish this feat and reflect on your last 2 to 4 years here at Binghamton. As the student speaker, it is customary to enlighten you as to why I'm speaking. I'm certainly not the best test taker, and I'd like to think that I don't have the Honor Society cord because I couldn't come up with the $15. The truth is, I'm the class clown, your regular old Patch Adams. As you sit in your seats, you're waiting for me to crack some of my outrageous jokes, but I'd like to start off with a little sentimentality, and therefore I've entitled my speech, Aha Moments. For those of you who have never had Rosa Darling for clinical, let me explain. My first clinical rotation, after the first 4 weeks of geriatric that petrified me, I had maternity with her. And Rosa said something that shaped the rest of nursing school for me when she stated, "When you feel a contracting fundus, it is an aha moment, and I'll know if you're lying." So, horrified that she would know if I was lying, because I never truly expected to feel a contracting uterus, I went into a room with her. She told me where to put my hand, and aha! There it was! However, I was so shocked that I could indeed feel a contracting uterus that my enthusiasm must have escaped me, because I said, "Oh yeah." And she asked, "Are you lying to me?" Of course I wasn't lying. I was enlightened. My world was turning. A light bulb was literally turning on in my head. So now it happens involuntarily. When I can put the whole clinical picture together, one version or another of an aha moment materializes. Whether it's aha, or aha, or ah. I've decided that nursing school can be described as the compilation of multiple aha moments. In Nursing 321, we were terrified. We're gonna do what to each other? Well, that's one way to break the ice. But now reflect on that. Think of how far we've come since then. We do vitals, head-to-toe assessments, catheters, IVs, etc., all without giving it a second thought. Remember when we were so nervous to sign off on making a bed and washing our hands about it right now kind of makes me have to pee. And how about spring semester of last year? That was tough. A test every week, some minor pre-assigning, and by minor I mean pre-assigning for hours on end. A 10 to 14 page database, a med list, a care plan, and a partridge in a pear tree. We battled through it, putting databases and care plans into muscle memory. Now we carry that information in our heads, but we are so against admitting to their usefulness that we will never acknowledge. Some aha moments we will never own up to because they are laden with so much sweat, tears, and frustration that they're safely buried in our subconscious. Remember in Patho when a great majority of us were concerned that it was being taught in a foreign language? Now, my first undergraduate degree is in foreign languages, and naively thinking that I was a master of linguistics, I thought I could translate Professor Johnston's exceptional pathophysiological understanding of the human body into layman's terms. But no. The human body was a whole new language we would have to learn to speak, and speak it we did. Reflect on Nursing 471. When your instructors came around and asked you for the whole picture, because of your patho knowledge, aha! You were more than able to look at your report sheet and differentiate between the relevant data. Whether your patient has poikilocytosis, pheochromocytoma, or pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, and a complicated nursey way of saying lung disease caused by the inhalation of dust. Because of Patho 1 and 2, you may actually know what that means. You may not have thought about nursing school as a means to improve your Words with Friends Scrabble score, but we certainly do have a super secret code that few civilians will ever understand. Some of us even know what normal lab values are. It's incredible. Maybe some of us haven't realized until just now, via my enlightening speech, how far we've actually come, and now you're ahaing in your seats. I would also like to touch on the fact that we're a pretty close group. I haven't interacted a lot with BACS or RN to BSN students, but I can say that, having already been to school once, the people you meet in nursing school are, well, a little different. In a good way. These are the people that we have both struggled with and accomplished some pretty amazing things alongside. I mean, we've palpated each other's abdomens, we've done each other's vitals, we've even brushed each other's teeth. We've been there for each other when one of us is having a less than ideal clinical day. And all this happens regardless of the circle of friends that you roll with. In clinical, these people are your lifelines. This was evident at last Monday's team building event at Tom and Marty's, directly after our last final exam. I believe NANDA, acronym for North American Nursing Diagnosis Association, RITA, could diagnose this group of soon-to-be productive members of society with risk for relocation stress syndrome, related to the fact that soon we will all be dispersing and obtaining jobs in various places across the country, as evidenced by the recurring question at Tom and Marty's, why didn't we do this sooner? Knowing full well that it was because we, of course, were all perfect students who studied away our evenings, memorizing pharmacology flashcards, giving our roommates head-to-toe assessments, or working to afford scrubs that camouflage bodily fluids that may or may not be on them. While on the subject of scrubs, I must comment on Decker high fashion. Even though the policy has changed, I feel a duty to bring up a hot-button issue that I like to call white pants paranoia. And this is actually my plea to the Decker School of Nursing to force juniors to wear white pants, because we had to. New nursing students do not have that acquired nursing reflex where you anticipate a bodily fluid flying at you and move so that you can maintain the integrity of said pants. Instead, we panic because the stain is already there, we don't know where or when it came from, and thank God white scrub pants are only $14 at Walmart. Moving into our new nursing careers, the majority of us will have the luxury of wearing whatever color scrub pants we want, but rest assured, Due to this white pants paranoia planted into us junior year, they will be the cleanest pants in town. So I rest my case for demanding that juniors wear white and seniors black. In conclusion, I would like to encourage everyone to never lose sight of the clinicals we've had. We've seen the nursing process from many angles. Some of us are getting med-surg experience, and others are specializing, and some are even jumping right back into that boxing ring and getting that master's. I would ask that you all maintain respect for all of the specialties that exist. Some of us are going to calculate success at how many lives we save. Others will be how many babies we discharge into good homes, or if that post-op patient did get up and ambulate the same day that they had surgery. Either way, we are all doing our part together. And don't go and forget what it was like to be a doe-eyed nursing student. We have that clear image. I pre-assign. My patient's going to hate me. They have 1,000 diagnoses. You go to the assignment board, find your nurse. You're so excited that regardless of the fact that you're running on 2 hours of sleep and 6 cups of coffee, you're ready to go. You find the nurse. Hi, I'm Hayley. I'm from BU. I have room 56. Before she even hears you say the room number, she has already rolled her eyes, sighed, and looked at you like she was doing the stupefy curse from Harry Potter. Always remember that feeling. And then, regardless of how much they slow you down and bombard you with questions, make the best of your day with that student nurse. Give them some aha moments to take with them for the rest of their career. I wish you all nothing but success, but do not forget that the aha moments shouldn't stop after we depart from our last day of clinical. As you put on your new scrubs, maybe stepping into those dance goes you splurged on because you were sick of bodily fluids being absorbed into your new blue suede sneakers, true story. Be confident about the knowledge that your professors, preceptors, and peers have given you. And when you go take your state boards, if you try and just can't think of an answer, think of me. Nervously palpating my first fundus, with Rosa Darling looking apprehensive at the claim that I did, in fact, find it. I thought I was going to have to lie, but the aha epiphany was there, just waiting for me to recognize my own strengths. Thank you, good luck, and bangarang.
Thank you, Hayley. As promised, terrific. We will now present the second half of the baccalaureate candidates for 2012. Will the students of the second half of the baccalaureate class please assemble at the right side of the stage?
I'm really glad I'm sure to say that
Jean Marie Furbaugh.
Betsy Welch.
The class hoorah.
Alyssa Lynn Bugner. Courtney Marie Langdon. Marnie Beth Strauss. Kate Lee Cangelosi. Stephanie Metzger. Rebecca Ross. Jason Brock. Gina Ochiogrosso. Emily Rose Reduta. Blair Melissa Radner. Emily Jane Forward. Ross Michael Steinman. Marie Hanrahan.